does what he did in the first fight, in the second fight, I don't believe the result will be the same.
What did you make of the fact that he sat there and he slowly warmed up, but then he safe calms with you. He tries to bring out what he calls it a persona, but you want to fight, right? That's all you want to do.
Yeah,
it's not about the guy.
No, I like to fight. I've been boxing since I was 10 years of age. It's what I'm wired to do. You know, he says he doesn't like training. He doesn't say I hate training camp, but I love training camp. I love it. You know, some of the best times of my life have been whilst I've been training. You know, while I'm watching my food, while I'm getting early nights. While I like training. I like the process of it. I'm enjoying training. I had to force myself to take some time off to come back on Monday, to try and force myself to take a couple of weeks of hard training, because I've got 10 weeks to the fight now, and it's a good position to be in. I'm fighting fit now. I can fight. If the fight was scheduled tomorrow, I'd be ready to do it. And I'm just happy that by the time I get into the fight in December, I'll be 37 years of age. I feel that I'm in good physical condition, and I've got a lot more to give, a lot more to show. I had time out of the ring, nearly 4 years. I was unfortunately unable to compete because I had injuries, I had operations, I needed to recover. But having that time out, it could be looked as a negative or it could be looked as a positive. I look at it as a positive. It means I haven't taken much punishment when he punches to the head. Even in the fight I lost with Tony Bellew, I wasn't marked up after the fight. I didn't have big black eyes or busted teeth or broken. I was fine physically. There was no problem. I had no aches and pains in my arms after the fight. It was just it was a bad night in the office for me, a real bad night. So I'm not anticipating a bad night on December 17th. I'm anticipating the very best. I've made sure I've got a very intelligent, very experienced coach in Ismail Salas, who will, I believe, assist in bringing out the very best of what I have to offer. He's a guy who truly understands the game, and I've learned so much from working with him over the last few months. I've known him for a few years now, since I did a bit of work in 2014 with him, and ever since that point, I knew that and for me to go to that next level, I'm going to need someone like him, and I'm just fortunate that he's able to come over here and give as much time as he does to me to make me the best version of myself.
This fight's going to take place a week before Christmas. Based on what you perceive the outcome to be, what sort of Christmases are you both going to have?
I'm having a great Christmas. I don't know about Tony Bellew. I'm going to make sure that everyone's going to have a good Christmas. It's going to be a real Christmas cracker for people. Anyone who's on the fence about watching it, get it. Do yourself a favour. Watch this fight on Sky Boxing and get a ticket to come to this fight, because it's going to be an early Christmas present for everybody. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a sad one for Tony Bellew. But when he gets that big fat check at the end of it, he should be happy, because I can't see what, other than money, I don't know what he's got to gain from this fight. He's already got a win over me. I'm not sure what he's got to gain other than a load of zeros. So hopefully he's in a healthy state to spend that money on whatever Christmas.
David, how does the win set you up for 2018?
I don't know. It depends how that win is done. If I struggle on points and win on a split decision, 2018 don't look that great at all. If I go out there and do what I believe I can do and completely shut him out of the fight and win every moment of every round until he's knocked out, then it could be a healthy 2018. If I finish the fight in good physical condition, then 2018 is starting to look real healthy. So I'm just focused solely on December 17th to make sure that this fight is not just a win isn't good enough for me. I don't just want to win this fight, it's not. And Ismail Salas said you can't, on any of the scorecards, you can't lose one round. It's just not good enough. You have to, we're aiming for perfection, and that I believe is what you'll get on December 17th.
David, you said you...
Sorry, you talked about Ismail Salas. Is he training you in the old school Cuban way? Or are you doing?
Yeah, he's been training me in the same way he trains Felix Savon, Regondo, Gamboa, Casamayor, all these guys. He's trained these guys since they were kids, and we went back to basics. We went back to the footwork drills, the stuff I haven't done. Stuff when I worked with a trainer called Jorge Rubio. I worked with him in Miami a few years back when I was European champion. And it's kind of going back to some of that same stuff, but we kind of I was only over there for a few weeks. Now I've been doing it for months. So I've really got that sort of that Cuban flavour now integrated into my style, and I believe it's bringing out the best of me. It's a lot of rhythm stuff, a lot of rotation, pivoting. That I knew it, but I kind of forgot about it. People may have learned French at school, but haven't even speak fluently. You've got to practice it to be good at it. I hadn't been practicing this stuff, so I practice certain things every day. So come fight night, it's deeply ingrained in me, and it's part and parcel, and it's second nature in my style.
David, do you believe if you didn't have the injury in the last fight, you would have beat Tebbutt?
I genuinely got no clue. I need a crystal ball or an alternate universe to look at that. What happened? You dealt cards in life, and you got to play the best hand with the cards you've been dealt. I was dealt a hand, and I believe I played the best hand I could with it. It wasn't good enough, so you could drive yourself mad saying, "Oh, I did the left and I was supposed to do the right. I could have done this. So if I had bet on this." And it is what it is. We'll never know. I don't care. Hopefully, on December 17th, we'll see what two healthy athletes pitting their skills together can produce. And if he's as motivated as he was for the first fight, then great.
So Bellew said that if he wins, that's the end of your career. How do you feel?
If he does win, that my competitive boxing career, if I can't beat Tony Bellew, then what business have I got being in boxing?
Hey, fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking right here.